Raise your right hand. Do you, Robert M. Bobby Dyer, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge all the duties incumbent upon you as mayor of the city of Virginia Beach to fill the unexpired term of William D. Sessoms, November 20th, 2018 through December 31st, 2020, according to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do. Thank you. There you go. Thank you.
Congratulations.
You got it. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You raise your right hand. Do you, Sabrina D. Wooten, solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge all the duties incumbent upon you as a City Council member, Centerville District, to fill the unexpired term of Robert M. Bob Dyer, November 20th, 2018 through December 31st, 2018, according to the best of your abilities, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Yes, and sign this for me. Congratulations, Sabrina.
And
You're gonna do
Sabrina, if
great.
you could take your seat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for all joining the City of Norfolk and the City of Virginia Beach today as we embark on a new partnership that strengthens the regional corporation and supports the growth and sustainability of this region.
Well, this is a very important day to the City of Virginia Beach and Norfolk. It represents a renewal and extension of the current water services contract between Virginia Beach and Norfolk.
Our water starts at Lake Gaston. It's 150 miles from here. We actually deposit it into Norfolk's reservoirs. From there, Norfolk receives that water, it stores it, it conveys it in, it treats it here at Moore's Bridges, and delivers it back to us as treated water at our master meters. And then we reimburse Norfolk for those services through this water services contract.
The Norfolk Virginia Beach water system has the lowest water costs in the region and among the lowest in the state.
The quality of water from Norfolk's water system is top-notch. We've actually been rated number 4 in the nation, and our water meets all standards and has every day since this water system has been operating.
The City of Virginia Beach receives the benefit of not having to build a very expensive treatment facility. The City of Norfolk receives the benefit of the revenue.
From this agreement, Norfolk can continue to invest in our infrastructure, to invest in our water system here, and so it allows Norfolk to make future plans based on our revenue streams.
City of Virginia Beach EMS is a volunteer-based system supplemented with career paramedics. And our mission is to, from 10 stations in the city, to move out strategically throughout the city to answer those emergency calls for help.
We're the largest volunteer agency here in the country from an EMS perspective.
To become a volunteer, go through one of our BLS academies, which is an EMT program that is an accredited program with the Commonwealth of Virginia. It's a very comprehensive program that will get them from having no background experience through being a qualified, certified EMT. They come through the EMT program learning CPR, learning how to stop the bleed, splint wounds, packaging of the patient, and ultimate care of the patient overall.
I started off as a volunteer in 1997 and then was hired as a career medic in 2005. The volunteer portion gave me my education that I have as a paramedic. After that, it's like I was hooked.
I'm always willing to try different things, and I saw that the EMT class was here free with the city. Virginia Beach has truly prepared me. We're a unique program as we have an in-house EMT program, so from start to finish, we get to travel through that journey with you.
We're going to run over 100 calls in a 24-hour period. Everything that you think someone would call 911 about. I've fallen down, I can't get up. Car accident, sudden cardiac arrest. I'm having a baby, help. So that's what our day is like. You never know what the day's coming.
We're very proud to have such a great program. All the time we hear back about how much fun they're having out on the street, taking care of others. They feel like this is just a great piece added to their life, and it's a dynamic that they love.
You never know until you try. You might fall in love with this like most people have. It's a great way to give back to your community.
What can be better doing the job that you absolutely love?
Hey Spike, let's see what's in the mail. Yes, they do love me. Oh no. Alexa, open VB Connect.
Welcome to VB Connect.
What are some jobs in information technology?
Job listing 1, systems analyst 2, job listing 2.
If I land one of these jobs,
Job
steak dinner
listing
for both
3,
of us.
Systems engineer 2, job listing 4, systems analyst 2.
The MBC, or the Minority Business Council, serves as an advisory agency to the City Council and City Manager with respect to the city's procurement policies and procedures. This is our annual expo, the MBC Conference and Expo. We have one every year right around this time of the year. And so at this event, you can find, of course, business owners, those that want information as it relates to the city. We have procurement agencies throughout Hampton Roads. And of course, we have our keynote speaker on this year, which is Dwayne Thompson.
Sabrina Foods is a service company. We do both. We're a product and a service company. We produce food products, and we also do services in terms of contracts for the military. I'm excited about just talking and sharing my story on how I'm doing it, how it was done, and how we're going to move forward.
It is very important to small businesses such as ours. These types of events give us an opportunity to network with larger companies and also to network with vendors and with the procurement specialists to pursue work not only as a sub-consultant but also as a prime.
This is a way to bring smaller groups together and say, hey, listen, here's how it can be done. And it's not so overwhelming.
I hope participants leave with information, insight, and opportunity.
Is a national education program which focuses on life-building skills. Our 4-H motto is to make the best better, and we learn by doing, and which teaches life experiences which will help them in their life skills. It's very important because we want to promote education, and 4-H programs offer a wide variety of programs. We teach environmental education, animal husbandry, citizenship, there's camping, there's any number of varieties of project areas that all youth can focus in. Tonight's activity, our 4-Hers will be creating Christmas cards, which will be sent to the military that is stationed overseas, and we will be working with the Hero Kids Foundation to get these cards sent overseas. If I was overseas and I did not get that much mail, and you receive a card from someone in Virginia, a greeting card saying thank you for your service, that would really make me feel good. It would make me feel needed and someone appreciates what I'm doing. I enjoy seeing the 4-Hers learn new experiences. They become involved in the club, they become club officers, and they end up helping other 4-Hers with their projects, learning by doing and building life skills.
I've been with 4-H for about 10, 11 years now almost. I originally joined just because I was looking for a fun program to join, and then I later on realized all the benefits of 4-H. Jean's an amazing woman, probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. She's great with kids. She's just super caring, and she likes to help people.
I'm excited to see the 4-Hers return every year. We have 4-Hers in our program now that their parents were in 4-H in the past, and I get so much enjoyment out of seeing those kids have a good time through 4-H.
That cuts my body like a knife. Like all of the scar memories of pain I can never really shake off of my mind, and it tightens.
I think being here signifies my growth, especially dealing with depression and being able to share my story with other people.
For tonight, it's our 3rd annual Shatter the Silence, and we're trying to raise awareness about suicide. Also, all the resource tables, we want to provide resources to help people. Most everybody knows someone who has completed a suicide, and we want to try to prevent that by raising awareness, giving them information, sharing information from people who've been through some of the things, the signs to look for, and just a lot of times it goes hand in hand with drugs, so we provide information about the drugs as well. We received a grant, and the grant is for all the area community services boards. So we got Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Western Tidewater. All of us have joined together to provide this event. It has definitely been successful. I think it's the partnership that has made it successful.
I lost my 15-year-old daughter to suicide, and I did not know at the time the right words to say. Now I know. I believe that the project that these young people took on with their message to save lives is so meaningful in our community because it says youth saving youth, peer-to-peer talking, and that means everything because kids talk to each other, and that's how we can save lives among that age group.
My hope is that by sharing my story through poetry and spoken word, that I'm able to reach other people that may have had the same afflictions that I have, thoughts of suicide, depression, anxiety, just difficulty coping with everyday life. And I hope that through my words, they're able to find strength and healing and make the next step in order to be able to integrate themselves better in society and have a more fulfilling and long life.
I, Lieutenant Billy Zelms and MPO Tanya Pierce, on behalf of Chief Jim Severa and the men and women of the Virginia Beach Police Department, we would like to welcome you to our award ceremony.
Citizen calls 911 in the middle of the night. An officer responds. Maybe to a house, maybe to a business, maybe to a building, maybe to a car. But there's always a door. And the officer approaches. On the other side of the door, it could be a little kid who was just assaulted. It could be a bad domestic in which the one member of the family calls after being beaten. Could be an individual who's armed. Could be an individual who wants to hurt the first person who comes in the door. It could be. But do you know what happens every time the officer goes through the door?
Twice a year we come together to publicly recognize and reward individuals, both uniformed and civilian, for extraordinary action. On this special occasion, we take the time to thank these men and women, true heroes in our community. Well, these officers, men and women on the police department, risk their lives every day to take care of us, keep us safe, and keep people from doing things to themselves as well as to others. And the risk that they take is tremendous. And so, as Mayor of the City of Virginia Beach, and on behalf of the council, I want to express our deep appreciation to these officers for everything that they do.
The work that the officers are doing on the street are actually being recognized. I mean, I work with officers on a daily basis that do things through my eyes that exceeds what I'm receiving an award for tonight. But they're not getting that recognition. So it's kind of like we all know our responsibilities and we tend to lift each other. If I could give one piece of good advice to a young officer, it would be, first of all, to always trust your instincts. trust your instincts, and trust your training.
They go through the door unknowing what's on the other side, unknowing what's going to happen. They do it every time. Why? Because they're cops, and that's what cops do. Every day, every way, across our city, across our region, and across the country. But remember, whatever happens, the cops go through the door every time.
Hi everyone, we are here at the Princess Anne Rec Center for one of the city's most popular events, the Senior Showcase.
This is an event we have every year, and what we do is we invite seniors from around the city to attend. We have vendors show up that a wide variety of vendors that usually address all kinds of senior needs, legal issues, assisted living, home health care, all kinds of things.
With dozens of vendors and hundreds of seniors in attendance, the event was a huge success. Many seniors found it helpful to have so much information in one convenient location.
I'm impressed. It's a lot of information because I think senior citizens need a lot of information. We have become the mecca for senior citizens who don't want to go all the way to Florida anymore. As our senior citizen population grows, we need more events like this to help the new people who've just moved here for whatever reason, become more acclimated and more informed of what's available to them in this area.
All the people here and the vendors, I give them credit for being here to show that there are services available for seniors. We really don't think about them in advance until it's necessary.
You know, the City of Virginia Beach does a show specifically for seniors. It's called the Senior Source. And this is information about when it airs, so you can watch it. And I host it, so I hope that you do watch. Very good. Yes. Of course, it was also the perfect opportunity to talk about the Senior Source. I was on hand chatting it up with participants and spreading the word about our show.
What we hope and what we think happens every year, they talk to somebody who gives them information they either hadn't thought about or they've been looking and haven't been able to find it somewhere. It's turned out to be a really big success, and we're very proud of it.
I'm glad I came.
It's a great day. It's a wonderful day.
If you weren't able to make it out to this year's Senior Showcase, definitely make plans to attend next year. As you saw, it's a fun event for everyone involved, and who knows, you may leave with a nice surprise.
Well, what's going on here today in the Slover Library is kickoff opportunity for Hampton Roads Transit. They are starting a strategic transportation planning process, and by that, they are looking at their entire system. They serve 6 cities on the peninsula and south side of Hampton Roads on how we move people through public transportation.
In Virginia Beach, our City Council has committed substantial resources towards improving bus stops in our city, and why we are very much interested in being a part of this effort.
Transportation is a system, and it's motor vehicles through our roadways, tunnels, and bridges. It's air, it's bikeways and trails, and it's ferry service. It's by water, so it's a very literally fluid system of mobility.
Well, it's important to our economy. People need to be able to get back and forth to work. It's important to us from a tourism standpoint, and that we need to get people who come to our city to visit from one place to another.
Public transit is still going to matter in a lot of ways that it already always has, but things are definitely changing. So I applaud this region for starting to tackle that and to recognize that there are changes afoot and for trying to get in front of that.
So typically a forecast year for a long-range transportation plan or a long-range transit plan is 25 years. So we're in 2018, 2019 on the fringe of that right now. So our forecast year is 2045. So what we're planning for is an outline of a transportation framework that can be implemented by the year 2045 at the very latest. So we have a saying in the industry, and that is that data is the new asphalt. And by that we mean we are running out of land in order to widen, for example, our roadways, our railways, our bridges and tunnels. So we need to learn how to be most efficient with the infrastructure we have in place. And something that the world is on the forefront of is connected and automated vehicles, and how we can use technology to be more efficient and make our system safer.
I think it's just important sometimes to get away from all the stress of school and
homework and get, like, when you get caught up in all the little things, to just like step back and really see the bigger picture and, you know, do something that's bigger than yourself. People from all over the school come to participate in an event that's on a Friday evening after school, which is really energizing to see everyone come. Literally, people just have to put a piece of turkey, a piece of cheese, or spread a little bit of mayonnaise to help with the event, and by the end of 25 minutes we have 1,600 sandwiches. I think that it teaches me that if you get like a group of people who are motivated to do something, to make a change, that it doesn't take much effort if you have everyone, you know, helping you, supporting you behind it.
She's a philanthropist, first and foremost. She loves to help the community. Any project, leadership project that she can do that helps with the community, she is on. She wants to take charge, she wants to organize it, and get as many people involved as possible.
You can get really caught up in all of the stress with schoolwork, clubs, your family, friends, but sometimes it's nice to just sit back and maybe do something nice for someone else.
When you see her, you know she is on a mission to get something done. Whether it's grabbing, you know, a teacher to participate in a talent show, or getting kids to sign up for Mr. Cox, or getting kids to do a hashtag bag lunch, or, you know, getting different organizations to do hoodies for the holidays. When you see her coming, that girl is on a mission.
I always just hope that, like, when we're doing these events like Lunch Bag, and when I'm up there on the stage, like, talking to the microphone, I'm hoping that maybe, like, it's inspiring others to do maybe similar events, or maybe just smaller acts of kindness, just like, you know, giving someone a compliment, or thanking them for holding the door. It doesn't have to be something massive like this. I mean, events like these are awesome and everything, but sometimes it's the smaller acts of kindness that, you know, go unnoticed.
I think it's awesome. I think these kids see what she does. I definitely think they're following her lead. It's going to be sad when she leaves, but I know that we have a lot of underclassmen that are just as phenomenal.